When a king prepares to leave the throne, he does not test strength, he tests the heart.
He left me with absolutely nothing after giving everything to Robbie. Father is asking me to choose one thing.
My son, power without discipline destroys a kingdom.
Father, spare me the lectures. I am your blood.
Ruby, my loyal servant, you serve me loyally. You are indeed a faithful servant.
My king, please don't leave us, please. Don't give up the spirit, please don't die.
The king is gone, what now? We hold, more trouble is coming. The people are restless, stay alert.
Since the king fell sick, the prince changed completely. Change, he was always proud, but now there's no respect left. The palace was filled with tears and crying of the royal family, including the chiefs.
Pride blinds the eye, but desperation forces truth to speak.
I am Izu, the heir apparent to the throne. I will teach you all what and how loyalty looks when power changes hands. I am Izu, my father is gone! You all served him like gods, but tell me, who do you serve now? Do not forget yourselves! Your uniforms, your food, your breath in this palace, all of it now wait, stake, message of the man you buried.
Yesterday he shouted at the royal guards in the hall, threatened to dismiss them. The late king would never allow such disgrace. I can see trouble and unrest in the palace in coming days. The palace holds its breath. This palace will know no peace. Now that my father the king is dead, everything belongs to me. The powers, control and command are at my hand.
Where is the driver? Who is there? Please call me the driver. Right now. My prince, you sent for me.
When discipline leaves the throne, fear takes its place.
Go to the lawyer's chamber. Bring him to the palace. The king has joined his ancestors. He must come with the late king's will. Yes, my prince.
Power, when untested, reveals the true heart of a man.
I learned that the prince sent for the lawyer to get the late king's will. He couldn't even wait for the king's burial to be done first before requesting for the will to be read. Desperation coupled with arrogance and quest for control has long been rooted in him, so I'm not surprised at all.
Power does not corrupt overnight. It grows quietly in pride, in impatience, in unchecked ambition.
Yes, I understand. That changes everything. I'll handle it. Thank you. Who is there? Please come over here. The prince is already acting like everything's in. What has happened? He asked me to bring you to palace. He couldn't wait for a while for the burial to be done first. The burial has already taken place. It is happening in the Northeast Cemetery. This is so fast. But why the desperation? The prince instructed we join them at the palace.
The king does not die when his heart stops. He dies when his legacy is forgotten. Today, the throne is vacant as the king is buried. But the heir apparent to the throne must decide the kind of a legacy he will imprint in the minds of its subjects.
Today it is the king. Tomorrow, who is the next? Nobody knows.
And when a king falls, the palace holds its breath.
The document in my hands is last will of the king. It reads, I own 2 high-rising properties in Lekki Phase 1, one in Banana Island, also the Ajahoka power plants. The multi-million-dollar oil and gas in the Niger Delta, the oil palm plant in Nsukka and Ejimi Aniogo. I have 30% share of Eco Atlantic View project, 20% each of the following island banks. The Zenith World Bank Total Capital Investment, the Standard Trust New State Bank, and the Diamond Equity Bank. In the above-mentioned banks, I have $100 million, $500 billion, and $3.2 trillion in the accounts respectively. Hundreds of fleets of cars, SUVs, trucks are parked in various locations in Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, the FCT, Nigeria. Here is the king's will. All the properties in Lekki Phase 1, Banana Island, oil and gas in the Niger Delta. The oil and gas in the Niger Delta, the oil palms in Nsukka and Ejimi Aniogo community. The Eco Atlantic View project, the Zenith State Bank shares, the Standard State Trust and Diamond State Bank shares. The $100 million, the $500 million and $3.2 trillion in the various banks. Everything having been heard, are hereby will to.
After the lawyer mentioned the person the king willed is right, he didn't hesitate to say that the king left a clause in the will.
Like the prodigal son, the prince lived a debauched life, only to return when the king was about to die just to inherit the king's throne and the properties. What did the king do to help the prince come back to his senses?
This is totally
Watch out for the next
unacceptable.
part of the arrogant
I
prince.
wouldn't take this nonsense.
What clause, barrister? Tell me, what clause?
The king also instructed that from all his property. How could the king, my father, not have willed anything to me? Of all the properties, what will I pick? Is it the A building, luxury cars, or money in the bank? Oh my. The houses, the Ajakuta power plant.